Hi, my name is Robert Turnus, and this is my third assignment for 3240 PIDP. In this video, I'll show you how to change an old receptacle. This one we're going to change because it's broken up, and you may want to change one in your house if it's an old color. Maybe you don't like the style, or maybe it just doesn't work. But what we're going to do is make sure we do this safely. So what I have in here is a plug tester. You can see the lights on right now, and what we want to do is de-energize this receptacle, and then we can go ahead and change it. I've made a little mock-up right here, so I'm just going to turn off the power, and we're ready to go. So we can see right now this light is off right there, and we're going to check the bottom of this receptacle. It's also off. If you don't have a tester like this one, you can use a radio, maybe a light, anything that indicates that it's on. What we like to do is test it on a known power source to make sure our tester's working, and then we test it on the plug that we're using, that we're going to do our work on. So now that we know that it's off, what we're going to do is start dismantling this receptacle. First of all, we take off the cover plate. To do that, you're going to need a little slotted screwdriver. I have this slotted screwdriver, and it works like a hot damn. Actually, when I did this mock-up, I made it so we could see what the receptacle actually is mounted to. So usually you'll have some type of a box that's mounted to a stud. And then from there, inside of this box, we have a wire going to it. And that box, we have our electrical device mounted to it. So the next tool we're going to need is a green Robertson. So this is a square one, and it's a little bit smaller, and it usually has some sort of a green marking on the back, or maybe the handle's green. And this way we can take out these 632 machine screws. So we loosen the top screw, we loosen the bottom screw, whichever order you like, and then we can pull out the receptacle from the wall and the box. Now, what you want to do is take a look at both sides here. On this side, you can see there's a black wire attached to it. That's usually a hot wire, and it's attached to the brass screws on one side. If you flip it around, these are nickel-coated screws, and underneath that we have a green screw. This green screw is usually called a bonding screw, and it's attached to the bare copper wire. This is for safety, this bare copper wire, and it's tremendously important. So let's go ahead and we'll remove these screws now. So we'll loosen this screw, we'll take the wire out. First we take the neutral wire, which is our white wire. Then we'll take our ground wire off. Any order, it really doesn't matter, because right now we know that this unit is off and it's safe to work on. This plug has a chip taken out of it, it's been beaten up. I actually had it in a house and I removed it, and I just used it again here for this demonstration. So now we've taken the black screw off. We look in here, you can see none of the insulation's nicked on either of this stuff. The bare copper has to be bare, but the insulation on these, if it's nicked or you see some copper showing through, just tape it up a little bit and it's good to go. So what I've chosen to do is replace this old style receptacle with a new one. This one's called a Decora, and it's quite modern. So we're just going to go ahead and put the wires back on the way we took them off. So we'll start with the black. We put it around the screw. We tighten it up with our green Robertson. Like that. and then we'll go ahead and put the ground and the neutral on it. So I've gone ahead and put the neutral on and the ground screw on the ground. So the ground or the bond is always on the green screw, the neutral is always on the nickel plated screws, and your hot is always on your brass screws. So now we just put it back into place. We make sure it's the right way around, the positioning is correct. Oh, you know what? I'll put my wall back in place. So now that we have our wall back in place, you normally don't have to take the wall off, but I just wanted to show you guys what the box looks like attached to the stud. Now, let's put this receptacle back in. We're using the green Robertson with a 632 screw. We attach it. And now we will be putting the cover plate back on. This one we use the slotted screwdriver. We have a little screw on the bottom. Little screw for the top, and that is it. So just make sure you're going to turn off that power, and then you can go ahead and change all the receptacles in your house. You can turn off the main breaker if you need be. That works out perfect. All right, thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.